Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru. It is June 30th, 2024, and I am here to wrap up the Candy Crush All-Stars event from 2024. That huge $1 million event that a lot of us participated in, at least in the lower levels. If you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. So, here's the thing. I really wanted to do a reaction video to the live event. However, that live event occurred on my anniversary, so I was otherwise engaged. I think you can understand that. I also had this idea that, well, I didn't watch the live final live last year. I saw it on, YouTube afterward, and so I would have the opportunity to do that. They didn't have it on YouTube afterward. I'm so disappointed because a lot of people who are viewers really did a great job on the All-Stars event. And one person in particular that I know of, Ben, made it into the finals. Now, last year I might not have been so impressed because last year I think that there was, in previous years, I think there was a lot of cheating going on. But a lot of you who were involved in the finals, you would say, well, there's this person on the top of the leaderboard, and they're 3 million points higher than anybody else, and I can't understand how they got that high. It just started. And then the next thing I would hear was, hey, that person who was at the highest, they're suddenly gone. So I think that King this year was able to call out a lot of the cheaters, at least in those higher levels of the tournament. I think there was still a lot of cheating going on in the lower levels, but I'm fairly confident that those folks who made it to LA, they deserved to get there. And I know how hard Ben worked. So I am rooting for Ben, and I can't wait to see how he did. But here's the thing. Even if he only got the $10,000, he got $10,000. All of the participants, the saddest thing would be if for some reason I see that he didn't make it to LA, that, something crazy happened and he wasn't able to show up. Because if he shows up, he gets the event, he gets all of the hoopla of going to Hollywood, plus he gets $10,000. So that's the bare minimum I'm hoping for. And then, of course, I hope he wins the whole thing, because why wouldn't I root for him? I know it's already done and everything, but here's me hoping Ben wins. I know what he looks like. He's a nice-looking man, and beard and mustache, brown hair, a real friendly-looking face, and a beautiful singing voice. That's what I know about Ben. So here we go. I'm going to look and see if I can find him. Oh, fingers crossed.
This is the Candy Crush All-Stars Live Final 2020.
I saw his name. And it looks like everybody these days has beards and mustaches. There's another guy that, if it didn't say Cole right next to him, I would think that's Ben from this blurred out thing. So we're looking for someone who looks a little bit like this guy, but doesn't have the name Cole.
4. These Candy Crush All-Star Masters each climb the ranks to compete at the highest level.
Oh, funny. There's someone named Suzanne. Oh, that's hilarious. It's not me. I wish it were. I don't have an extra $10,000 hanging around. She looks like she might be about my age. If anyone knew me, they might go, oh, Suzanne plays Candy Crush. That might be her there. I would have gone by the name Suzy, though, so. All right. What I was going to say is I noticed that they have whom I think is a non-known but eloquent speaker hosting this. Instead of picking some crazy pop star, all of this hoopla that doesn't center around the game, but centers around a personality who's a little bit out there. I like to see a little bit more professionalism brought to the field, and so I think they did a good job picking whomever this person is. I'm assuming that she will handle herself well throughout. That's my impression. All right, here we go.
And that's why they're
Oh. I think that was him. Hold on. Oh, there he is. There's Ben. Oh my goodness. Okay. So he made it. He made it there. All right, I'm excited. Here we go.
That's why they're each here to play for their share of the $1 million prize pool. Their aim is to make it to the top 4 of our leaderboard.
All right, I'm one of those. I'm a very competitive person, but I'm mostly a cooperative competitive person. So I feel bad rooting for just one person because there are other people here, but I have to remember they all got $10,000. Even if Ben doesn't make it any further, he got $10,000. So I'm rooting for all of them in a sense, but I'm still really rooting for Ben, okay? All right.
It may be easy to play, but it's oh so hard to master. It's Candy Crush All-Stars time. Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Oh my goodness. Oh, at least in one thing he got to the top. Oh, and then there's someone who either got eliminated and they're showing us that, or maybe was invited and didn't show up to the event. That's my guess. Maybe they're still going to give her the 10,000. So here are our contestants: Ben, Suzanne, Ingrid. Well, of course I'm voting for Suzanne after I vote for Ben because she shares my name. Yeah, because we're all a bit egocentric, aren't we? So, all right. Ingrid, Ken. One of my best friends is named Ken, so I'm hoping he makes it up there too. Kristen. Oh gosh, these names are so evocative of people I know. Cole, Jorge, Verissa, Kayla. Verissa's a pretty name. Oh, I like that name. All right, here we go. Oh, Ben, I hope that's where you ended up.
To reveal the scores. Can Cole catch up with Ben? Can Kayla have the biggest comeback since the scrunchie? Our top 4 is finally decided.
Okay, so that was round 2. So we're getting a little bit of information about this, but not much. And it looks like the top 4 maybe will go on. This is so frustrating not being able to see the final. Okay. Come on, Ben. I'm rooting for you.
Verissa, you'll be playing Suzanne.
Verissa against Suzanne. 2 great names right there, I think. Oh my goodness, semifinal. Semifinal. So if those 2 were... No, she wasn't in the top. She was down in like 7th. Suzanne was 2nd. So she must have climbed up the leaderboard. The question is, did Ben stay at the top of the leaderboard?
Suzanne, you collected a solid 220 candies. That means it's Suzanne who goes through to the final head-to-head.
Oh, well, sorry, Verissa. I love your name. I've never heard it before, and I think it's beautiful. And good job, Suzanne. You made it through. Yay, representing, women of my age. All right, here we go.
Ken and Ben, it's your turn.
Ken and Ben. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens.
And Ben, 407 candies! Ben, you'll be facing Suzanne in the finals.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't have asked for a better showdown. Okay, so what this means is these folks already got well over the 10,000. I can't remember exactly what the price breakout was. I know that the top person gets 500,000. Everyone gets at least 10,000, and then there are some breakdowns throughout. If Ben made it to 2nd, I'll have to pause everything and go see how much he won. Wouldn't that be great if he won 500,000? Oh my goodness, I hope he did. And I hope he enjoys it and uses it wisely. And okay, here we go. Let's see.
Let's do it.
All right.
Notice they've got these handheld devices. So those people who play on their phone often would have an advantage in this. That would not be me. I always play on my computer. I very, very rarely play on my phone. As a matter of fact, I think I took it off my phone because I just wasn't playing it. So, yeah. That's good to know for anyone who wants to go, through to the final for next year. Get a lot of practice in on your phone, because at the finals, you would have this setup. I hope they get to take it off of this. I think they do. I think they saw it, because I'm thinking of the people who are as short as I am. This pedestal here, this plinth, that would be hard for me to maneuver up to. I have to reach up really high. All right. Oh my goodness, here we go.
So let's see it. The final standings.
I'm so nervous.
Ben, with a score of 450, you are the Candy Crush All-Stars Champion 2024. You just won.
Oh my goodness, he did it. I'm so happy. I did not expect to be breaking down like this, but oh my goodness. Congratulations. You worked so hard and overcame so much to get there. And you did it. And look at that. He just looks like a normal guy, like, oh, yeah, there we go. Ah, look, I made it. I'm the winner. He looks unfazed by everything. Just a real guy. Just a normal person. Here we go. I'm crying for him, so, that would not be me. If I had won $500,000, I would not be so calm and stoic. Here we go.
$500,000! And that concludes the Candy Crush All-Stars Live Final 2024, where Sweets really did get serious.
Okay. I am very disappointed that I did not get to see the live final. But do you know what? It might be for the best. I might have had a heart attack. I got worked up just in less than 2 minutes, just really announcing the winners. And I would have been so nervous throughout for all of the contestants, and especially for Ben. So that is it for me. That's the conclusion. Now, in years past, I have said, be careful about how much time and money you invest in these types of events, because they are money makers for King. That's why King runs these. They're giving away $1 million. They make over $1 million every day from this one game. And that revenue that they collect increases when they have these events, because people get excited and they invest a lot of money into the event. And for some people, I don't know if Ben invested in boosters or not. I don't know that I discussed that with him. There was a lot of information going back and forth with a lot of different people. But millions of people invested something and got nothing. Whether or not Ben invested, he won, but there can only be one Ben, right? So just be careful going forward. It's easy to get sucked into the hype, and only do this if you can afford the time and the money that you're going to invest to try to make it to the top. All right, congratulations to everybody who made it. Congratulations to Ben, and thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.